right. We're recording.
We're in recording mode.
We are recording.
Hi, we promised you all an episode at the end of February, and this is the episode. Why are we in our office? Because we're too lazy to go down to the street and try to get one out there.
We're actually trying to have some silent background noise
right,
for our
which is
audience.
not working, by the way.
Yeah, we have construction going on right outside our door.
Yeah, so that's how it is. What episode is this? 6, 7?
This is episode 7.
How exciting!
Episode 7.
Episode 7. So the other day, on Friday, we talked about the redistricting meeting.
Right.
And it was a classic Coconut Grove, City of Miami meeting. A bunch of folks showed up to say, no, we do not want Coconut Grove split. And as everything that happens in the City of Miami, at the end of the day, the commissioner said, we really don't care what you think, what you have to say. We don't care. We want it split, so we're going to vote to split it. And all of you activists, as one of our commissioners, who didn't even sit through the public comment section.
Shall he remain nameless?
He can remain nameless. He can remain. You can actually see it on the City of Miami site. But yeah. to come out and call us activists when we are residents trying to defend ourselves, or a position that we like, and he called us activists. And thank God the chair, Christina King, simply said, you know what, they're not activists, they're residents, and you shouldn't hold them in contempt. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So where are we now? So now where we're at is that the original map was drawn out. They made some alterations. Coconut Grove still has part of their district. It's a very small district. It's from Bird Road, 27th Avenue, US 1. It's a little sliver, and that's going to Reyes in District 4. But then the best one is District 3 is moving down across US 1. District 3 is mostly Shenandoah, a little Havana. But it's brilliant. He's coming down and taking over a portion, which consequently, and very interesting, makes his home in Coconut Grove.
Convenient.
We won't say what the address is. I should say it, but we won't say it.
But it's in there.
But it's in there, and it's very convenient that now his home is in District 3, seeing as he ran for District 3 because he had to rent a place in Brickell Vista over on 8th Street. So Miami politics is an exciting time. So we now are holding what we call town hall meetings.
How many a week are there?
No, there's just going to be one town hall per each district. So we have 5 districts. So District 1, District 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now District 5 has already held their town hall. Now we have District 2, that is our district here in Coconut Grove and Brickell. They're going to be holding, and it's tonight, so we'll see what happens. We actually have a map that actually will satisfy all of the, I guess, the statutes that we have to meet. Right. And we actually have a different map that will do it. So that's going to be the interesting part.
And you said we're voting, or
they're going to vote on it. They're going to do all of these meetings when the decision has already been made, guys. This is like pretty funny. It's sad actually, but it'll be the official vote will be on March 11th, and then the official lawsuit will be on March 12th. And then, and one of the things that I was against, and it was brought up to me recently, but I think what's going to end up happening, in the very short term, is I think we will eventually add 2 more districts.
I see him back there with question marks.
So the question mark back here. So I think we're eventually going to end up with a District 6, a District 7, because currently we have 467,000 residents in the City of Miami, and I think it's going to go up to about 500 and change in the next 10 years.
If it hasn't already.
If it hasn't already, because these censuses are from 2020. So I think what's going to end up happening is that we will end up with 7 districts. I'm a small government guy, but in this case, it's going to be
necessary.
It's going to be required. So
yeah.
That's your redistricting update.
All right.
What do you got for us, Ash?
Remorse.
Remorse. Oh, how sad. Remorse. Remorse from what?
Well, all types of remorse I've experienced lately with buyers, sellers, renters. It's normal. Yeah, it is. There's some big ones. So I'm helping a couple move from out of state. Renters, they're looking for a place to rent. Found like an opportunity that was like unbelievable. First offer they put in accepted, which is kind of unheard of.
It's an amazing miracle in today's world.
It's a new construction, never been lived in. I mean, like, there's, I can't find
Right.
one negative about this
Right.
property. They're not familiar with the Miami market. You know, they just, like, it was like all luck, meeting me, finding this rental. And then as soon as we get a lease signed, literally the same day the lease was signed, a property popped up for rent, and she called me, and she was just melting down that this next property that just came up, this is the one, and it's a little bit less money, and then it's a little bit bigger, and
it's a little of everything. And then
I had to really talk her off the ledge, you know. I mean, I said to her, if you want to get out of this lease, I could try and sweet talk them, but they don't have.
It's going to cost you money.
Yeah, you're risking losing money. And then I also pointed out all of the really great advantages to the new construction.
Yeah.
You only went through one offer process. That's unheard of. So I had to really like give her that education. Yeah. And then she called me back a few minutes later and she said, thank you for hearing me out and talking me off the ledge. You're probably right. We're going to go ahead and listen to you and just stick with what we got. So that was the renter's remorse.
Right.
That was cleaned up easily.
Realtor, therapist. That's what we do.
So the renter's remorse was cleaned up easily.
Well, one of the things you pointed out too is that your offer may not be accepted. So
right.
before you know it, you know, and that's one of the realities of, you know, our market right now.
And that's what I said to her. I said, if you want to put an offer on this next property, I'm happy to help you with it, but I cannot guarantee that you're going to win it.
Well done, young lady. Well done.
So that was pretty simple. I handled that one well. I'm working with a couple trying to buy at that really hard price point between 300, 400, 450, whatever. They don't even care.
No,
they just
anything. What do you have at that price point? I'll take it. Doesn't matter.
And you know, they'll put an offer in something today, and something pops up in the afternoon, and they're like, "Pull that offer, put it on this one."
No.
And it's just
chaos.
You know, you have to learn to control that. Right? Like you've taught me, manage expectations and just managing people and their personalities. And then the next one is seller's remorse. You know,
that's one of the toughest ones because seller's remorse is that you know you're going to sell, you know you need to sell, or you know you're going to be selling in the near future, and you know put a property on the market and something comes up and you do have something under contract, and then before you know it, you have second thoughts.
Right.
You know, could I have gotten more? Could I have gotten less? And especially in today's market, you just never know. But there's one thing that we learned, and we talk about this all the time. Real estate is all you know is what is today. I mean, a couple days ago, no one knew that Russia was going to attack Ukraine.
Right.
So all of a sudden, you have an issue that it could change everything
in the market.
It could change everything in the market, and you just do not know that. The only thing we know is right now, today.
Right.
And even that can change, you know, at any moment. So, yeah, remorse is one of the things that we deal with, and that's the emotional side.
It's the emotional side. You know, I'm thinking of a situation that a decision was made very logically, and like you described, put it on the market, got under contract, all of that, and then the emotions kick in. You're packing up your stuff, or you're just thinking things through, and you become emotionally reactive, and that's when the remorse happens. So I think it's important to really connect with your buyers or sellers so you know what they're looking for. So when they get to the emotional side, you can remind them what their logical self was
the logical side was going to go. And it's true. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, I understand that you're doing a walkout today.
Am I?
How's that going?
I'm supposed to be there right now.
Right, right now. That's why we're doing the podcast. So the best part was, we give this individual. Well, I'll let Ash tell the story, and then I'll jump in after. So tell the story about your timing, how you got your timing down. What time were you going to do this walkout?
Well, I've been trying to schedule this walkout for a week. You know, about a couple days ago, we finally got her to agree to Monday. So here we are at Monday. I gave her yesterday my times that I'll be available today.
Because we have other people that we deal with and showings,
right? So then this morning I got a reply saying between 3 and 5 works for me, somewhere between there. I said, perfect, awesome, amazing.
Perfect.
A few hours later I get a text message. I'm available at 2:50.
We're driving from one of our showings.
So we're on our way. We want to get the walkout done. We don't want to hold her up. And we get to the unit and she's not there.
So as we're pulling up, I drop off Ash at the office so that we can make that 2:50, that specific 2:50 time. And as I'm driving around the block, I see the individual walking back with a coffee or with something, and we're walking back, and I let Ash know, hey, this person's on the way. as I'm parked my car, I notice that this person gets in their car and then leaves the property. So now it is later, and obviously the 250 was never going to happen. And when we have as realtors, we get a bad reputation as being, people that, well, we're non-reputable, or whatever the bad reputations we have. Let me tell you something. If I had a body cam, I would tell you that the clients that we deal with sometimes, or have to deal with sometimes, are just, special and difficult.
But we're all human, and I understand when people get crazy. I understand it. I really do. But
be respectful of people's times. We are respectable of people's times. Be respectful of ours. I remember years ago I had a client, and we were going to do a showing. And then the showing was scheduled for 10 o'clock in the morning. And I get a call, hey, we're at breakfast. It's like, okay, good for you. You're at breakfast. I'm glad to hear that. But, we have schedules. Can we do 11:30?
No.
Well, let me see what we can do. One was on a lockbox, shift around. So I'm doing my job. I'm making sure that everybody's in that. Get a call at 11:30. We're heading out to lunch. I said, how much you people eat? What the hell is going on here? And it went on through the whole day. This is somebody that was actually, we know personally, like somebody that is, it's not some random person. And when I got back to my office, I told my assistant at the time, said, listen, never again. I'm just not dealing with this person. And done.
Yeah, because it's a lot of work, especially now that it's such a seller's market. Yeah. The agents, unfortunately, I can understand they're probably swamped as we get swamped. And you're making a schedule, and I can't accommodate. If your client's canceling at 10 o'clock and wants to do it at 11:30, I can't. So if
and again, we try to accommodate everything. I have an open house story for you.
Okay.
All right. So the other day we go to open house on Saturdays, because open houses are really being done a lot more on Saturdays, and everybody's using this as a marketing technique. We talked about this on the Jav Ash show.
Yeah.
And we talked about this earlier, that folks are now doing, what they do is they just do an open on Saturday, and they bunch up all of the showing requests that they have for the week, which I think is actually a pretty smart move, because you don't have all of this random. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, you're not going to present a contract in today's market off the first day showing. This is usually going to be 2 or 3 days, because the sellers are requiring that. The sellers want to make that. So we went to a place, and it was up in Miami Springs. Really nice neighborhood. The home was like proper, 3-2 with another, it was a 3-2, a 3-1 on one side and the master on the other side. Really nice home, very, very nice finishes, everything. We're talking about it. My client likes the property. The only thing is the location. And just like that, on cue, here comes the choo-choo train. Woo, woo, and we're thinking, okay, that sealed the deal. So
and we're out.
Yeah, and we were gone. And so thank you very much. Mic drop. We're done. So,
I know that's like showing in Icon today.
Yeah.
You're like, there's 6 elevators. Oh, we never sit around and wait. Right. Man, I shouldn't have opened my mouth because we waited.
Yeah, for sure. Two of them are out of service. One of them is in
Somebody's
transit.
moving on the other one.
Because it's also the end of the month.
Yeah, so
that's why everybody's
moving.
moving. So everybody's moving. So
yeah.
Anything else that we got?
Nothing. We're just busy. We got a lot of stuff going on. We squeezed in the last podcast for February.
We promised it. We did. So we're going to have a couple more this week, because we're going to be going through this redistricting thing, which I think is important. I think that's one of our goals as in this podcast, is to always keep some of what happens in government and how it affects residential real estate and real estate in general, and also the way that we do our business. So right now, our biggest thing is, do we pick up 2 more districts in the next couple of years, which adds more government bureaucracy to already the city of Miami, which is a special place to be from a political standpoint. It's a lot of fun, though, if you follow it. So that's it.
That's it. That's what we got for today.
All right. So then have a great week. We'll talk soon. And look, no noise. It worked out pretty good.
You could hear us this time.
Well, hopefully my mic is on.
Everyone, have a great day.
Everyone.